So mindfulness. Respectively, for mindfulness, we have three main benefits. We have improved mental health, which means less anxiety and less depression. Again, a big question. How is this happening? Mindfulness is being present. Mindfulness is being non-judgmental, which means that the more we realize that we live in the present, the right time, the right moment, in the right situation, and we are fully aware of what is happening at this moment, like now that we are talking, right? We're fully engaged. And we are fully engaged in what we are sharing here and what we are explaining. So the more we are mindful, the more we are present here, we're not thinking of the past and we're not thinking of the future. This is the big difference. So when we are focused in something, that's why also the second point is about focus and concentration. When we're being mindful, we're not thinking of the past and we're not thinking of the future, because the past creates us beliefs, maybe restricting beliefs, maybe creates us. I'm sorry, there's some noise. Maybe someone has the microphone on. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. So if you're not thinking of the past, we don't get engaged on regrets, for example, or negative things that happen in the past, and then we lose our concentration, focus, and our presence. And when we're thinking in the future, then again, we have anxiety and we have stress on what may happen in the future. So by being mindful, we avoid being in the present and we avoid being in the future. And unfortunately, we have such a beautiful mind and we have such a beautiful capabilities and skills in our minds and our hearts that when we're thinking only in the future, only in the past, and only in the future, then we're definitely stressed. We're definitely stressed. We cannot avoid that. So the solution is here is being mindful. Yes, Areti.
How can we apply those two in our business life? Because we have to focus also on in the future, with the
Yes,
goals, for example.
sure. Sure. Because the goals, there are two different levels of anxiety and stress here, and I think this is what you're asking. Because when we are creative and we want to do something which we know and we are very well aware of what we want to achieve, by knowing who we are, first of all, then we can be focused and concentrate on what we want to achieve. So we are feeling one side calm because we know who we are and we know what we want to achieve. At the same time, we know we are mindful and we are fully aware and conscious of what we need to do now in order to achieve our future vision. And so if we know this and we are very conscious, then we can do the right steps in a more peaceful and more calmful and more confident way in order to really achieve what we need to achieve in the future and our goals and objectives. The question is, the challenge is when we are not sure what we want to achieve. If we are not sure what we want to achieve, then we are getting into this high stressful situation where we are doubting ourselves, we're challenging ourselves. What if I do this and something goes wrong? What if I do that and something goes wrong? Did that cover you a bit?
Yes, we did. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. So focus and concentration is a big benefit. Why? Because it gives us the efficiency, the effectiveness, and the productivity of the right of the moment, of the right moment of the present, of now. So if we are focused and when we concentrated, then we can be more productive. If I was not focused now with you here, talking to you, looking at the camera, trying to connect with you energetically and emotionally, I would not be productive. I would not be productive. I would not be able to really give my best to make you understand and make you feel own this relationship and own this connection and own this knowledge. So it's the same thing that everything we do in our lives. If we are focused and concentrated, then we can be more productive in our jobs, in projects, with our kids, with our family, with our husband, wife, whoever, whatever. It's important for us to be focused and concentrate. And one main big third benefit of mindfulness is, of course, increased self-compassion and acceptance, because this is very big in our society. It's very big in our society right now, unfortunately. Being self-compassionate and be self-forgiving and understanding who we are and how we accept ourselves for who we are, it's a very big challenge for a lot of people, right? For all of us, and for different periods of our lives. We all pass through these different kind of emotions. And the question is how we find ourselves back to being balanced and integrate, this balance and this harmony in our life. And of course, acceptance is very well tied with that, because if we're not self-forgiving and we're not self-compassionate, we cannot accept ourselves. We don't have the right amount of self-acceptance. And if we don't have this self-acceptance, we don't feel accepted by anyone else. You see how it goes? It's like a roller coaster there. It's like a snowball effect. So we need to be, the more mindful we are, the more self-compassionate we can be, the more self-acceptance we provide to ourselves, and we say, yes, I know who I am, I know my weaknesses, I know what I did wrong, I can manage my regrets, I can manage my past decision. It's okay to make mistakes, and all this way of approaching things. And in this way, I accept myself more. I feel that I'm worthy, very important. I feel that I'm enough. And then I can get this acceptance back from the people I work with, the people I connect with, the people I love, because in this way, I reflect it. When I am self-accepting myself, I can reflect this self-acceptance to others, and then I can receive it back. Yes, Matthias.
Yes, Tassos, thanks for the beautiful notions. My camera is not working. It gives error. I don't know why.
It's okay, no issue.
I was to add one thing here related to the past experiences we face. Many people, when they face failures in the past, they carry the disappointment with them throughout the years. It is suggested by experts that we carry the lesson, not the disappointment. We learn the lesson and we carry the lesson, not the disappointment. We leave the disappointment in the past.
Thank you, Matthias. Appreciate this point. Yes, because in the end, what should stay, is the knowledge, and it's the lesson from every situation, either negative or positive. It's very correct to have this approach in our lives and look at the lesson, because everything what happens to us is happening sometimes for a reason, depending on how spiritually also we face things. It's directly connected with the lesson. Thank you, Matthias.